A Bristol Motor Speedway tradition is to allow the NASCAR Cup Series drivers to pick their walkout song before the race, and this past Saturday for the Bristol Night Race was no different, but we really need to talk about some of the song selections these guys picked, because a lot of them don't fit who the drivers are and their personalities. Some of them are absolutely hilarious, and there's one I absolutely cannot believe Bristol allowed them to play, NASCAR allowed them to play, and this driver even picked it. So let's just get into it real quick. Right off the bat, we have to talk about the one that I can't believe got approved, and that's what Ryan Newman picked. And you're probably thinking, Ryan Newman? Like, he seems really conservative. And you're right, I can't believe that he picked this as well, but he picked Strokin' by Clarence Carter. Strokin' to the West, Strokin' to the woman that I love the best. Ryan Newman just wants to be stroking. Apparently that new young girlfriend has got him all horned up, because this man picked one of the most provocative songs I think we've ever heard. So good for Ryan Newman. I still can't believe that it got played. Everybody was like, oh, I can't believe you didn't talk about this one when I did on TikTok. I'll be honest, never heard the song before, but Ryan Newman puts Ryan Newman into a whole new light for me. Can't believe it. Kyle Larson's selection was Dirt by Kenny Montgomery, and it makes sense because his name's in the song, and this guy has a line in there where he calls himself the Kenny Wallace of the rap game, which feels like it might actually be an insult more than it is a compliment, but that's for everybody else to decide. But either way, it sounds a lot like the 7 Deuce Deuce rapping about motocross. Shout out Weston Pike. If you know, you know. But for Larson, Dirt makes all the sense in the world. Ty Dillon had a song selection that absolutely floored me when I read it on the rundown, and he picked Many Men by 50 Cent. Ty Dillon picked Many Men. Ty Dillon's apparently about that life. He's on site. He's ready at the drop of a hat. You want to throw hands? Ty Dillon's here. He's ready to throw hands. Absolutely do not roll up to this man's well-manicured neighborhood and expect to get away with it, because, like I said, Ty Dillon, he's on site. Eric Jones picked Rollin' by Limp Bizkit, which seems odd at first, but then when you think about it, those nu metal guys, they're always kind of quiet. They make a funny quip every now and then, but you're like, what's really going on with him? They don't let you see a ton of their personality. That's Eric Jones. Plus the title is Rollin'. Everybody's probably like, oh, he drives a car, he's rolling down the street. No, I think this kid just really likes nu metal, and I'm here for it, honestly. Somebody get him a red Yankees cap. Joey Logano picking The Champ Is Here by Jadakiss is a top-tier selection. Only one other driver has a top-tier selection, in my opinion. Joey Logano is one of them. Tip my cap to him like I'm Derek Jeter's nephew. Unfortunately for Joey Logano, he can't use that selection next year. Eric Almirola picked AC/DC's Back in Black, and I'll be completely honest, that is not the song Eric Almirola should pick to represent himself, because one of the greatest rock songs of all time in Eric Almirola, they don't go in the same sentence together at all. Eric Almirola is more of an Andy Grammer type of walkout song, not AC/DC. Carson Hocevar is quickly winning over fans everywhere, and with his song selection, he won me over as well. He picked I Wish by Skilo, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if he wishes he was a little bit taller. I don't know if he wishes he had a rabbit and a hat with a bat. All I do know, though, fantastic pick. Christopher Bell picked Remember the Name by Fort Minor, and all I can think of when that song comes on is that really cringy workout video JJ Watt did to it, and because of that, I hate this selection so much for C. Bell, but it does make sense because it basically represents his non-existent personality. It's very forgettable. Austin Dillon wants to keep cosplaying as a cowboy, so he selected Kid Rock's Cowboy. They could only play the instrumental version because NASCAR's too woke for American badass Kid Rock. Ryan Priest picking Gangster's Paradise by Coolio doesn't make any sense. Ryan Priest and his personality absolutely do not strike me as Coolio fans. However, he did just get absolutely ragdolled in the car at Daytona and then got right back and drove at Darlington the next week, which is pretty gangster. I said there were 2 top-tier selections in the rundown. For walkout songs this year, Joey Logano had one with The Champ Is Here. Kyle Busch has the other with How You Like Me Now, because this guy got out of a Toyota, hopped into a Chevy. Everybody cheers for Kyle Busch now, and he remains NASCAR's greatest heel, basically. Brad Keselowski being from Michigan and picking a Moby song all but ensures we'll never get the RFK Eminem crossover we've also desperately wanted. Chase Briscoe picked Wild Side by Motley Crue, and I'll be honest, there's nothing wild about Chase Briscoe. If I'm being completely honest, he strikes me as a guy that likes to clean his pool, edge the driveway, sit down with a big glass of sweet tea, not too sweet though, and then wind down the day by watching his favorite Midwestern sitcom, Young Sheldon. Chase Briscoe's not wild. Austin Cindric has a very weird personality, and he's not even trying to have a weird personality. When I say weird, I mean weird in the best possible way, and he selected Goober Goober Rock by SpongeBob SquarePants. I naturally had never heard of it, gave it a listen, makes all the sense in the world. Austin Cindric picked it. Some other notable picks: Daniel Suarez selected a Pitbull song because he's a brown noser and wanted to pander to his team owner. Ross Chastain picked Watermelon Moonshine because he's a watermelon farmer, and if you didn't know that, where the heck have you been at? Fox has got a great watermelon seed skit for you to watch. Chase Elliott, having no personality, selected 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars because his sponsor was Napa Gold, and there's a line in that song where 24 Karat Gold, you guys know the song. William Byron selected an Alt J song, which makes no sense to me because that doesn't match William Byron and who he is at all. But maybe William Byron's actually like low-key cool. Maybe not. The F tier list, though, that goes to Ty Gibbs for selecting Don't Forget About Me. And it also goes to Denny Hamlin for selecting Sirius by the Alan Parsons Project. Once again, wanting to pander to his co-owner, Michael Jordan. So, let me know in the comments which one did you like the best. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok @BreakHard, Instagram and Twitter @BreakHardBlog.